Good day, my pupils. How are you doing? My name is Miss Aminat. The subject we are about to do now is social studies, and our last topic was savings. In our previous class, we discussed on the meaning of savings, how we save money nowadays, importance of saving money, and lastly, behaviors that promote saving money. We define savings as all the money that we have saved, especially in a bank, and money as what we use in buying things or a means of exchange for goods and services. Then we talk on how we save money nowadays. That is, for you to be able to save money in a bank, you must meet the condition of being the customer of that bank. And we also talk on importance of saving money, which are for security purpose, for future needs, and to generate interest. And finally, in our last class, we talk on the behavior that promotes saving money, which are discipline, self-control, moderation, and so on. That was all we did in our previous class, and I hope you really understand it very well. Now today we are moving to a new topic, which is resources development. What do I call it? Resources development. And these are the objectives of the lesson. That is, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define resources development, define human development, mentions ways of training people, states why workers should be trained, name some jobs people do in the community. Now let's move to the topic. Meaning of human resources development. Resources development. Resources development are two distinct words, which are resources and development. Now, resources. Resources are human and material resources within a place or a country that can be used for development. They are used for the development of the country. Now, what is human resources development? Human resources development means the way by which people are trained to make them more useful to the society. You know, when people are born and have not been trained in one field or trade, they cannot be very useful like those that have been trained. Did you understand that? Let's move to the next subtopic. Ways of training people. Ways of training people. In human resources development, some are trained in the school to become doctors, lawyers, teachers, and so on. And there are many institutions where various professions can be trained, like universities, college of educations, polytechnics. And as people are moving from one level of study to the other, that is, from primary to secondary, they begin to have desire for one profession or the other. And it's this desire that will make them to choose an area of study. Like some people will say, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become a nurse, an architect, and so on. That's that about that. And other human resources development is in trade work, like a mechanics, bricklaying, plumbing, and electrical work, carpentry work, and so on. The people that are involved in this type of work will only serve as an apprentice under a boss, and after a period of time, they will be free and they will be useful to their society. Did you understand? Let's move to the next topic, which is why workers should be trained. Why workers should be trained. 1. To become more competent. To become more competent. People without training in a trade, they might have the idea of that trade, but once that people is trained, they will become more competent. They will become more competent. The next one is to become more productive and effective in the profession. When you are trained in a particular profession or in a trade, you become more productive and effective in the area, because all you will be thinking about is your profession. You cannot be a carpenter and be thinking of how you are going to give your patient injection. It is never possible. So it will make you to become more productive and effective. Did you understand? Now we have come to the end of the class, and you should be able to answer the following question carefully. What is resources? What is human resources? Mention ways of training people. Why should workers be trained? Name some jobs people do in the community. Make sure you answer this question correctly. And don't forget, before you leave this page, to subscribe so as to get notified when new videos are dropped. Thank you.